Today's video will leave you speechless. What was supposed to be a picture-perfect wedding turned into a heart-wrenching moment that no one saw coming. Lee Minho broke down in tears on his wedding day with song Hye Kyo. Yes, you heard that right. The king of K-dramas, always strong and composed, couldn't hold back his emotions, and fans around the world are still trying to understand what really happened. Was it tears of joy, or was there something deeper behind that emotional breakdown? We'll walk you through everything: the emotional vows, the shocking moment caught on camera, and the hidden story that might have triggered it all. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of the latest breaking stories from the K-drama universe. Let's dive into this unforgettable moment right now. No one could have predicted this. What began as one of the most glamorous, high-profile weddings in South Korea's entertainment history quickly turned into an emotionally charged moment that stunned everyone present and sent shockwaves across the globe. Yes, Lee Minho, the ever-poised, charismatic actor known for stealing hearts across continents, was seen wiping away tears as he stood beside the breathtakingly elegant song Hye Kyo on their wedding day. And the question on everyone's mind is, why did he cry? What really happened behind those glistening eyes? The grand wedding took place at a secret yet opulent venue tucked away in Jeju Island, surrounded by tight security, blooming white orchids, and a guest list that read like a who's who of Hallyu royalty. From the moment the couple announced their relationship, fans had been both thrilled and skeptical. It was a pairing that no one had anticipated, yet everyone immediately became obsessed with. Their chemistry, their timing, their shared quiet elegance, it all seemed too good to be true. And yet, here they were, standing at the altar. The ceremony started flawlessly. The bride walked in wearing a custom-made couture gown from a Parisian designer known only to the stars. Her hair was swept back in effortless waves, her eyes shimmering with joy and poise. Lee Minho, in a sharply tailored white tuxedo, looked equally regal. But something shifted when it came time for the vows. A song Hye Kyo began her heartfelt message, one she had written by hand, according to close sources. Something in Lee Minho cracked. His lips quivered, his gaze dropped momentarily, and a single tear slipped down his cheek. Cameras caught it, guests gasped, and the atmosphere, just moments before glittering with celebrity smiles, turned deeply intimate, vulnerable, and unforgettable. What did she say? Multiple insiders confirm her vows were raw, personal, and hauntingly beautiful. She didn't speak in grand theatrical words. Instead, she reflected on pain, love, healing, and second chances. She mentioned heartbreaks past, not to dwell on them, but to honor how far they had both come. She spoke of loneliness in fame, of silently cheering for him from afar before they even met, and realizing that love can come quietly, sometimes after the storm. And then she said this: "If I had known it would be you, I would have waited forever." It was this line, guests say, that broke Lee Minho. To the outside world, he's untouchable, a giant in the world of Hallyu, constantly on billboards, magazine covers, and red carpets. But in that moment, he was just a man, standing before the woman who truly saw him. His tears weren't dramatic. They were soft, constant, and real. Fans around the world who watched the wedding via carefully controlled live footage were equally overwhelmed. Social media exploded. "Lee Minho is crying and so am I," tweeted one fan. On TikTok, clips of the emotional moment garnered millions of views within hours. Hashtags like Lee Minho Wedding, Minho Forever, and Tears of Love shot to the top of trending lists in Korea, Japan, Vietnam, and the United States. And yet, while most celebrated this beautiful moment of vulnerability, rumors immediately began to swirl. Was he crying from happiness? Or was there something more behind that emotional breakdown? Some netizens speculated that the tears stemmed from unresolved emotions, possibly linked to his past relationships, or perhaps even the weight of fan pressure over the years. Others wondered whether the couple had experienced a personal struggle before the ceremony. Still others pointed to the presence of Song Joong-ki, Song Hye Kyo's ex-husband, who was reportedly invited to the wedding in a gesture of mutual closure. Could this presence have stirred something? Of course, neither Lee Minho nor Hye Kyo addressed the rumors directly, but what they did share post-ceremony spoke volumes. After a few hours after the wedding concluded, Hye Kyo posted a single black and white photo of their hands clasped tightly, accompanied by the caption, "We begin with truth and we grow with love." Lee Minho, on the other hand, broke his typical polished silence with a short but poignant message on his fan cafe. "I wasn't prepared for how much she'd move me. Today, I cried not from pain, but from finally coming home." The messages were simple, poetic, and enough to silence most critics. Since the wedding, the couple has kept a relatively low profile, choosing to spend their honeymoon away from the spotlight. Sources say they traveled to Lake Como, Italy, known for its privacy and understated luxury. Paparazzi Scots have shown the two enjoying wine on a balcony, walking hand in hand through the cobbled streets, and laughing with the ease of people who have known each other for far longer than they actually have. And though the wedding is now over, its emotional aftermath continues to ripple across not just South Korea, but the entire world of K-drama lovers. Because this wasn't just a celebrity wedding. It was a moment that peeled back the golden layers of stardom and revealed the fragile, beautiful humanity underneath. Days after the ceremony, Korean media continued to analyze every second of the event, from lip readers dissecting whispered words between Lee Minho and Hye Kyo during the ceremony, to stylists breaking down the hidden symbolism in their outfits. Did you know her veil was hand-embroidered with constellations representing fate and destiny? Fans couldn't get enough. But among all the sparkle and speculation, what stood out most was the couple's complete emotional honesty. In an industry often dictated by rigid image control and perfectly curated public appearances, Lee Min-ho's tears were a rebellion against emotional repression, a reminder that even the brightest stars have hearts that beat, break, and heal like everyone else. In the following week, several of Lee Min-ho's co-stars and longtime friends came forward to share their thoughts. Actor Kim Woo-bin, a close confidant, posted a simple photo of the two during their military service years, captioned, "You've always carried more than you let on. Proud of you, brother." Even Park Shin-hye, his iconic co-star from The Heirs, left a comment under Hye Kyo's post. "So beautiful. I cried too." And what about the fans who've been following Lee Min-ho for over a decade? Fan clubs across Asia organized wedding celebration events in public spaces, from Seoul to Tokyo to Jakarta. They set up digital billboards congratulating the couple, hosted charity drives in their honor, and even printed tribute booklets with fan letters and artwork to be sent to the couple. One such message from a 55-year-old fan in Thailand read, "You've given me joy for so many years. Seeing you cry showed me your love is real. I'm proud to have grown older with you." Meanwhile, Hye Kyo's fandom, which has long admired her elegance and resilience, praised her not just for her poise, but for her ability to hold space for someone else's emotion. That too was a powerful image, the graceful bride holding her groom's hand tightly as he wept, not embarrassed, not flustered, but steady. But with every overwhelming show of love, there also came an undeniable shift in how both stars were being viewed. Before the wedding, Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo were seen as icons, almost untouchable, symbols of beauty and perfection. After the wedding, they became something more meaningful, real, flawed, deeply human, and beautifully vulnerable. Speculation about their next steps is already heating up. Will they take time away from acting? Will they work together in a project, finally giving fans a dream pairing on screen? Rumors are swirling that an international streaming platform has already offered them a joint drama deal, hoping to capitalize on their now legendary chemistry. But the couple's agencies have made one thing clear: they will not be rushing back. For now, they are choosing each other. They're choosing normalcy, privacy, and healing. And that's the part of the story that makes this moment even more unforgettable. Because for years, both Lee Min-ho and Hye Kyo have given the world love stories on screen, epic, sweeping romances full of pain and beauty. But this time, they gave the world something even rarer, a real love story, one with cracks and courage, one that started not with grand gestures, but with soft strength, one where tears weren't hidden, but honored. So what happens next? Perhaps we will not see Lee Minho on the big screen for a while. Perhaps Hye Kyo will take a step back and focus on family, on herself. But whatever path they choose, one thing is certain. Their love has redefined what it means to be powerful in this industry. Because power isn't about looking perfect, it's about being real when it matters most. And on that unforgettable day, when the cameras were rolling, the nation was